You are welcome to this our next episode. As we can all recall, last time we tried to go about seeing how we can use SDL Trados to translate a file. I tried to break down the usage of that very important CAT tool. And as I promised you, I said we were to talk about another CAT tool today. That is Smartcat. And as I said last time, the advantage of Smartcat is that if maybe you are not yet ready financially to acquire Trados, at least you can be able to use this one. As I said last time, it is a free CAT tool. The only condition for you to be able to use Smartcat is that you need internet because it is an online CAT tool. And of course, we know as translators, at least the minimum, we need internet to be able to work, because even when we are going to talk about how to use online dictionaries, we still need internet. I mean that is at least the basic minimum that is needed. And really, as I said last time, for us to be able to succeed in this field, we need to master CAT tools. Because when we receive files, we are no longer going to be translating them as it was done in the past, maybe using a physical dictionary. No, we need to be able to use a specific software where we are going to upload the file, and then we'll be able now to translate it and generate the translated file. It's really my pleasure today to be able to go about with you so that we can see how we are going to use this CAT tool. This is really interesting because, as I've been saying, for more than 10 years that I've been in this industry, I really understood that it's not good to just rely on one CAT tool, because especially when you are beginning, sometimes financially it might not be easy. It's good to know maybe some free ways to go about doing the jobs you may be able to do, especially if the customer is not really insisting that you must use a specific CAT tool. You can be able to really use this. But for the Smartcat, as we are going to see, and I'm going to share my screen with you very soon, you need to create an account. But this is something very easy. Meaning that in order not to waste time talking about other things, I really think it's better for us to really move to the practical aspect of this, our discussion. That is, seeing practically how we can use this other important CAT tool. Please, let's move now to my screen so that together we can see practically how we can use this important CAT tool. Okay, this time now we are going to move now to the website. Let me copy it as you can see on screen. I'll go now to my browser and then I paste it there and then I launch it. Don't bother about it. I will send you the link through the guide. Just get the link on there. When you're on the website of Smartcat, you just go where you see Get Started Free. Please, you click on Get Started Free. And then what do you notice? You will see that you have business, translation agency, university, freelance, and they say get a free 14-day trial. Yes, they also sell their CAT tools. I mean that they make sure that you really pinpoint freelancer. Click on it. Don't go to business or translation agency. If not, you have to pay. You go to freelancer and then you click on it. Then you'll be able now to log in. You can just use your Gmail as I'm going to do here. Click on continue with Google. Then here I have my different Gmails open. I will just select one of them that I'm not yet used to create an account. Then I'm going to create an account with you people so that you can see how you can use your Google to create. I just click on continue. Since I was already signed in, I just wait for it to load. Once it has loaded, you see they say create an account. I will just fill my full name. I start with my first name. I'm going to write my first name. Let me just type it. That's my first name, Clement. I go now to my last name. I put my complete last name. Please put your accurate information. Don't just take anything from the air. They say, how do you plan to use Smartcat? You just tell them, you select your option there. For us here, we would like to use it to do what? I want to use Smartcat tool as a free card tool. Is it as a marketplace? No, I think for us it's just as a free card tool to translate documents. You select it, because most of us will like it as a free. I just could create my free account and I wait for it to load. Once the loading is over, we move to this next page. In this page now, you see they say under the tax will be displayed here. Then in the future, any tax you do, that's where they will be displayed. And up here, you go to the dots there. On top of my tax, you click on it there. You will still see my tax, jobs, profile, payouts, and so forth. If I go and click on my task, you see they will still bring me back where my future tax will be located. You see, but in our case, we click on jobs. When we want to start a new project, you click on jobs. You wait for it to load. Once it has loaded, there is a pop-up page that will appear to try to guide you through the process. But here, I'm there to break things down for you. Now, don't worry about it. Just click on skip. Then we will move on together to break down things to see how to use Smartcat. When this page has opened, what do you see up there? File, settings, upload documents to create your first page. Just click on select a file. And then they will now do what? When you click on it, what is the aim? The aim is that they want to take you back to your dictionary. You just go back to the sub file you created on your desktop. And don't forget that is where you save the file the customer sent to you. Because as we said in Trados, when you receive the file, create a sub file and save it there. And even if it's possible, have a notebook where you write it. And let's go back now to our Smartcat. We are going to select the file from that sub file we created together when we were working with Trados. I will go now to, I know the file is in Bureau, that is in my desktop. I will double click on the desktop. And once I double click now, I go and search where is the sub file. I look for it. The name was File English to French. As we named it last time, I double click. And then I double click again on the file received from the customer that I want to translate. See, just double click on it and you allow it to load. As you can see up here under documents, you see that once it has loaded, you'll be able to see that there is no more loading going on. It means the file has been uploaded. Always make sure, please be patient because some files are heavy. Make sure that it has loaded. You are not seeing anything loading there so that you don't move on when the file is still halfway loading. Please make sure it's loaded completely. You're going to click on next. In this page now, you will see they will still show you the name of the file. And then at this level now, you have what? Source language. And then you have up there the deadline. If you would like to set a deadline yourself, but I don't think there is any need for us. We're going to select our source language. We remember it was English, United Kingdom. I just start typing in, and then I select now English, United Kingdom. And then I move now to the target language. You are translating from source to what language? It was French, France. I start typing, then I search for French, France. Once I have selected it, these are the most important things. Please, under, don't forget, select Use AI Translation. Why is it important? Because AI is going to help you to propose something. And sometimes they can be useful, but they will ask you now, what do you want to do? Is it to use it for free and then give some feedback or paid? Since we are still struggling, we are going to use for free. You just select use for free. Since we want something free to be able to start right away when we receive a file, you go now and click on finish. And when you click on finish, you see this other window now is going to open. Just go now where you are going to see now the file. As you can see, you are seeing the percentage moving up. 37, 38, 41, 44 is moving. Allow it to load all on this page also, please, until you don't see any percentage again. Well, you see it has loaded now completely. Once you don't see any percentage loading, you go now to the file, and that is when now you are going to click. You see, make sure there is no percentage. You go and click back now on the name of the file so that we can open now the editor, because they are going to do the translation in the editor view. You can see up the editor is showing up. And another window will still pop up. Since this is a fresh account that I was creating with you, is to have an account. But I left that account to create one so that together we can move on. Just be clicking next, next, get started, so that window, but next time will not appear again. That was just a way to guide you through the process. And we are now set to begin. On this column here, as you can see, we are having now our source segments. And on this other side, we are having our target segments, meaning that we are translating from this segment to this other segment that is under add filters. And then to be able to make use of the AI we selected under, if you look under, you will see some bars there. You see, when I click on a segment, for example, as I just did now, nothing appears. You need now to go down where you are having suggestions, concordance search, revisions, quality assurance check, segment comments, document comments, preview. You need to go down there when you have clicked inside a segment and you click on suggestions so that the AI now can suggest something, and you can see now that first segment the AI has proposed something. You see, but it will not just appear up there. You just need to come down there and double click on the French part. Once you double click, you see now you will go and now propagate on that first segment. That is how the AI can be able to help you here to go faster with the translation. But sometimes you also go off here, you still need to bring that human input. Like this case, let's read. They say Trump has turned his back on the foundation of US economy might. The fallout will be messy. Now let's see what AI proposes. Trump a tourné le dos au fondement de la puissance économique américaine. Les retombées seront désordonnées. I don't agree with AI. AI has gone off this time, my brothers and sisters. I don't agree with AI because the translation is not correct. I will just copy it and go now to my dictionary. For the links to the dictionary, don't bother about it. I will put them in the guide. Just get the guide. I have my two dictionaries here, reverse, so that I've just opened, and beside, you see my memory translated is also open. And as I said last time, we need to always have our dictionaries open so that we can be able to work fast online. We just paste what I just got there. You see, I have the source here that was already English, but if not, you just click on the arrow to select your own source language, and the target are French already there, but if not, you click there and then you select your own. Mine is okay. I will just paste that segment that the AI went off. It will translate it automatically. You don't need to do anything. I just copy it, and then I copy it. I go back now to my segment and I replace what the AI proposed. I replace that one, then I try to make some proofreading again. Si Trump a tourné le dos au fondement de la puissance économique américaine, les conséquences seront désastreuses. You see, this one is far better. What Reverso proposed is far better. Once I confirm that it's okay, at least I brought that human input too. You just come at the corner near where you see I, and then you see the arrow there. That arrow that is somehow black, I need to click on it for it to turn green. Once you have finished a segment, you click on it where they say confirm segment. You see it has turned green. And when you do it, if there is another segment that is having the same sentence, you will propagate under as you go down. I go now to the second, I will still come down. You see the suggestion is there, but I need to still come and double click under the frames where the AI proposed. When I click the segment up there, I come and double click here so that you can propagate up there. So let me just double click. See, and then I need now to still bring that human input. Don't rely only on technology, please. We will always be necessary. We will always be used. See, I read now to check if it is okay. If it is okay, what do? You just move at the corner, like this case is okay, I just confirm. And I move to the next segment. Under automatically, you see the AI will still make a proposal. As we said already, you don't need to double click for it to propagate up there. As we say, propagated. You read now in English to get the sense very well. Once you are finished reading it, you then have to go to the French part and then bring that human input. You then have to proofread it thoroughly in this level. Let us go through it, then we read it, we look at it. Is there any mistake? Is it word for word? Let's try to move over it together. We correct it, we make some corrections. It's okay. You just click on our corner to turn the black green. Go to the next segment again. We do the same. AI will still propose under. You go down and you do what? You still double click, please. You see that that is a bit how it is. Once we have done some parts, we are not going to do all. I just wanted to show you. Go now where you see add filters. You are going to see the download button. When you click on it, it's going to download now the translated file. That's it, that is loading. I just want to show you now part of what we have done together. You just go now to the upper part, and then I go to folder to get it. See, once it has opened, I didn't have to open it. Once it has opened, it's through this part, it's just in part because we did part of it. And the part that was done, you can see there. If you assume that all the work it was already over, you need now to do another thorough proofreading here. Any correction you make on this word part, you need to also go back to the Smartcat and make it so that you can also store it there in the TM. And as we said last time, the Trados, the TM is a translation memory because any job you also do here is stored in that translation memory so that in the future, any other job you do can easily come up. You see, once I've done everything, I just save it and then I save it in the sub file, of course, as we said. And then you can see how easy it is to use this CAD tool. Very easy. Very, very easy. I mean that just as we try to do the breakdown of Trados, you can see that this one too is very easy. There is nothing complicated over it. Just as we saw in the course of this our demonstration, we were able to go about translating a file using Smartcat. And I really want to thank you for the time you really took to pay attention to this demonstration, how to go about using it. And I would like to really just implore if you could just press the like button to show your appreciation for all this hard work and this free content. And also, why not press the subscribe button so that as soon as a new video comes out, you can really be informed to be able to continue to go deep into this different series. As I said right from the introduction, we are going to really elaborate so that you can really move from one stage to the other in this translation journey. And also to be able to go deeper in this Smartcat, those we already talked about, and even the other subjects that will be elaborated in the near future, just try to get the link under, and then you can be able to receive your free guide. Please get the link under. And also, I'm always grateful if you can leave any comment below so that any issue you may still be having, anything that may still be clouding your mind, I will really be more than happy to really address that so that things can be clearer for you in the future. Once again, don't forget please to press the like button to show your appreciation for this content and to subscribe to the channel and also to get the free guide under by getting the link under, filling out the information so that you can be able to receive your guide that is going to break down details, how we can use this CAD tool more in detail, and even the one I discussed about last time, that is Trados, and even the future subjects that will be elaborated in the future, so that you can really go deep into this important topic. I will just reassure you that, as we said, translation is really something rewarding. Despite the challenges that may be on the way, if we really do things the right way, we can be sure that 100% we are going to succeed. But the only condition is that we need to put off some work. We need to really do things the right way so that we can be sure that at the end, we'll be able to make it in this fascinating and rewarding industry. Once again, thank you very much for paying attention during this discussion. In the next video, I'm going to talk about translation directory, because all what we are saying here, how to use CAD tools and so forth, it is important, but all these will be useless if you cannot be able to get customers, if you cannot be able to have jobs that we'll be able to do. There are many websites outside, there are many platforms outside where one can register to be able to get customers, to be able to look for jobs, be it to work as a freelancer, maybe to work directly for an agency. How do we go about doing that? I'm going to pick one of them that I really like a lot, that I've been working with for many years, and that I've really tried to understand how they really do to facilitate things for those who are still seeking for jobs. I will talk about translation directory in the next video, and I will help you to understand what is translation directory. I will try to pinpoint other ones that are also outside that you can also use to get jobs, but specifically I will elaborate more on translation directory. And I'll just be on the lookout for that next video, and I'm going to try to break down also translation directory at it with other subjects that I talked about in the past. Once again, thank you very much for paying attention, and very soon we are going to talk about the next subject.